What's up, y'all? Jakob Owens here for the Buff Nerds, and we're back. Today, I got a little behind-the-scenes action of this Jack Bruno video I was recently DP for, so I'm going to show some behind-the-scenes clips, some raw footage from, straight out the camera, and talk about it. So here is the setup, the studio, and really quickly what I want to talk about here is this kind of lighting setup here. We had two sky panels shooting to the back wall, changing colors, while we had this Leica as this kind of front spotlight look. A Leica is notoriously used, you can see the raw footage here from the camera, used for like a spotlight effect. So here we just opened it all the way up, spotlight, Leica, that's what's giving you that nice look there. You can see the sky panels in this frame on either side, both on cycling color modes, saturation to 100% for the changing colors. This is kind of a silhouette moment where we turned off the Leica and now we just have the sky panels backlighting the wall. So you'll see when I show you the footage here, it's kind of like this Hotline Bling sort of silhouette effect. Not quite all the way silhouette enough. You get enough return off the walls because the walls are so light that it gives that nice color and bounces back some of that light to the subject. So not all the way silhouette, and it gives this cool, like Hotline Bling sort of feel using those sky panels. So here, same kind of thing, except we left a Leica on in the back for a nice edge light. And this is where we started playing with our new Prism lens effects filter. You can kind of see it in the camera there. We just launched this new filter that you can pre-order now. And it's kind of giving this kind of Starburst, it's called the Starburst effect filter, and we're using it to kind of create these cool in-camera star effects. And so that's what we're doing here. We're going for the video, just kind of this old school feel. And if you notice, a lot of old programs had, and even today, like TV cameras will display the image like any lights hitting the sensor or lens in a star kind of fashion. So you can see it there, and that's kind of the idea we're playing off with using the new filters, like these old cameras, giving a cool, just vintage, funky effect, something to add a little flavor to the video. And you can rotate the filter too. I don't know if in this shot in particular I rotated it. I don't think I did. Just have it peeking out here and there. But any light that hits that sensor or that lens with that filter on is going to create that starburst effect. So again, here's a little tighter shot, coming in close on Jack, not seeing the edges of the frame, kind of just getting a shot of him playing the guitar. We backed him up a little bit so he's not going to be as silhouette-y. The light is going to hit him a little bit and also return off of those white walls on the back. So kind of pulling him, before we had him a little more far forward to give a silhouette. To get a silhouette, you need to have light behind your subject and no light hitting the subject. So now we pushed him back to get rid of that silhouette, put him a little closer just for some little guitar B-roll moments. The song's kind of this, old school feel, so just giving some slow digi zooms and pushes like you would have, in some of those old school shows, movies, videos, etc. You can see here in this behind the scenes clip, I'm pulling back and forth on those are Sigma, that's a Sigma 50 to 100 mil. So I'm just kind of racking back and forth between the 50 and 100, moving the camera around, playing with that focal length as I move in and out manually in that shot. And so here, Sam was the director right there, Sam King and the Dreads. Again, I was DP. Here's going handheld a little bit, giving a little handheld feel, a little rock, a little spin of the filter as well, kind of hitting some of those lights and angles. Shout out to Dan behind the scenes. But yeah, here's some of that footage, just kind of handheld, smooth rocking. We shot at 48 frames a second. Right now I have it just playing back at 2 times the speed, 200%. So if I wanted to right now, I could boom, chop the clip, slow it down, because we did shoot at 48 frames a second. And that's why you'll notice it almost has a little bit of a jitter, because anytime you shoot in slow-mo, you're going to get, and speed it up, you're going to get that higher shutter. There's my girlfriend, Chanel. Getting me on, I guess, IG or video, putting the Kaleidoscope Filter on. So that's one of our other filters for Prism lens effects, the Kaleidoscope Filter. Again, Sam, the director of this video, wanted to get really just interesting with the video, a little trippy, do some fun things. So that's kind of what we're doing with playing with all our different filters. And with the Sigmas, it's an 82 mil, so you can screw the filters right on with a simple adapter. So both filters, I'm just screwing onto the front of my Sigma lenses. Just super easy, able to screw right on. Don't need, we are working on filters for matte box trays and whatnot, but here you can see kind of that resulting shot. That's my hand passing in front to rotate the filter, but I'm just kind of spinning it with my hand. Again, this was in slow-mo as well. We got some B-roll moments, we got some performance moments, and so if I wanted to, I could slow this down as well. But again, same kind of setup, just putting him in the middle, shine on the back, changing colors. We didn't have the Lico on for this one, the front lights Lico spot, so it gives a little more shadows and mysteriousness to him. You can see there's some of the footage there of me kind of playing with it, rotating it, moving it around. But yeah, the Lico is a standard light for anything. If you're trying to get a really sourcey, punchy light, highly recommend a Lico, because you can also really shape the light. There's cutters built into the light, which you don't get with a lot of lights. Most lights you need flags and different things to like cut and shape the light. Licos, you can cut it right in the light, so that's super cool. Here's the final shot of the day. They wanted like a high-end angle. Sam wanted a high-end angle, like it was like shooting from up above in the stands or something. So did this with a Kaleidoscope filter as well. You'll see it here in a minute, but same thing, the spotlight effect with the Lico. You see the big spotlight effect with the Lico there, a little bit of a back edge light from a secondary Lico off to the right there, and then the sky panels on cycle mode through a bunch of colors. And here's just kind of some raw footage of that shot. Again, zooming in from starting out at 50, punching into 100, then zooming back out. And so I'm just manually kind of doing everything. It was a super low budget video, just kind of rocking out, getting some cool, quick, interesting looks. One setup, performance take video, just kind of create as many cool different looks as we could within the 3-hour time span that we had to shoot. And so that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped and you learned something, is informational in some way. If you have any questions, hit the comment section below. I'm Jakob Owens for the Buff Nerds, and I'm out.